Welcome to this episode of Code Talks, where we dive deep into the world of programming, explore its nuances, and unpack techniques to enhance your coding journey. Today, we're exploring the C programming language through a fascinating new book titled Hacktical-c. This book is a practical hacker's guide that aims to share the power and flexibility of C by focusing on actionable insights and techniques for programmers who are ready to take their skills to the next level. So what makes C still relevant in our ever-evolving tech landscape? Let's find out. The author, who prefers identifying as a hacker rather than an academic, acknowledges that C has often been seen as primitive compared to more modern languages. However, over time, they've recognized that the real enemy in software development is complexity. With that in mind, they embrace C for its raw power. Imagine you're in a high-stakes coding competition. You're racing against the clock, and you need tools that won't restrict your creativity. That's the essence of C. It doesn't hold your hand. Instead, it gives you the freedom to create powerful programs. The author mentions that many programmers today might shy away from C's liberties because they lack confidence in their own skills. Does this resonate with what you've experienced, or do you think learning to navigate such freedoms is essential for growth? Additionally, C has laid the groundwork for many iconic technologies we rely on today, including the internet itself. Yet it often gets blamed for numerous software issues, which arguably stem from our collective immaturity in software design, not the language itself. It's a bit unfair, don't you think? We need to acknowledge the human element behind coding rather than just pointing fingers at the tools we use. Let's not forget about practical considerations when coding in C. The book emphasizes using Unix, particularly Linux, as it's deeply rooted in C. Access to tools like Valgrind becomes invaluable for debugging and optimization. If you're a Windows user, you might need to adopt WSL2 to run Linux environments effectively. How do you feel about this adaptability in learning? Does running a different OS feel intimidating or like just another challenge to conquer? Now, this guide boasts some fascinating chapters that cover quite a range of essential topics, from fixed-point arithmetic to composable memory allocators, and even dynamic compilation. Each chapter builds on the last, so even if you skip around, you might find yourself backtracking to fill in some gaps. It mirrors the way we often learn, by trying things out, making mistakes, and learning from them. Can you recall a moment in your programming career where you had to go back and revisit your understanding of a concept? The author also touches upon GNU extensions, balancing the use of standard C with these expansions. Some see them as essential tools, while others avoid them. The author walks the line in between, using extensions where necessary to simplify complex tasks. Isn't it interesting how each developer has a different philosophy when it comes to leveraging tools? It keeps the programming community vibrant and diverse. As we wrap up today's discussion, let's reflect on the key takeaways. C offers unmatched freedom and power, but with that comes the responsibility of skill and understanding. It has shaped the digital world, and despite its challenges, it continues to thrive through practical applications in innovative fields. Before we sign off, I'd like you to think about this. How can embracing the complexities of a language like C lead to your growth as a programmer? Challenge yourself to explore beyond the comfortable confines of stricter languages. You never know what you might discover or create. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Code Talks. Remember, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting your journey, there's always something new to learn. Happy coding.